Hello, everybody, and welcome to Outfit Wars 2022. This is the final broadcast of the whole season on any server. My name is Zulfur, and I will be your caster for today's game. I'm joined by the wonderful, the great, eternal. How are you?
Doing fantastic, Zulfur. How are you?
I am doing great. It's not too warm in my room. You'll be pleased to hear because we've had incidents with this in the past. And we're ready to cast. So we have a very special game today. We've got Recursion versus FIFA, Iron Forged Alliance. Now this is going to be a fantastic game. There is a prediction up in the channel that'll be ending before the match starts. So quickly go and gamba your channel points. This is your last opportunity to get the gamba on. So do that now. This is going to be a multi-POV stream. So there's a team working in the background that's feeding us this feed, and that you're seeing as well. The team in the background, shout out to Verunda, who's been putting in a lot of work into this to make this all happen, being our little director today from the production truck. Frederick One, Anna, Smellborp, and Infil's in there as well. They're all helping out being camera operators, so we've got a few perspectives. It should be a very, very good game. Now, I want to talk a little bit about Recursion because obviously they just played the Emerald game a couple of hours ago and didn't come out on top against Gobs. And I'm going to hand that over to you,
Yeah,
Eternal, as our resident expert.
resident expert. Yeah, at this point, I've come to be somewhat of a recursion expert, having faced off against them twice, having casted them a couple times as well. Everyone knows recursion, long-standing outfit on Connery and on Emerald, playing on both servers and being in the finals on both servers. Very admirable feat of strength from them, with a lot of very seasoned players on their end. You guys know the Zyroses, the Clubbins, the Leroys, etc. They're all playing in there, and it'll be exciting to see if they can bounce back from the little setback, the loss that they had on the Emerald server, and see if they can clutch out the victory against FIFA this time around. I think it's the first time these two teams face. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think these
Yeah,
two
they have
teams
not
have faced
faced.
before.
They have not faced, I don't believe, in the past. It's really hard to say because there is no history on it, but I don't believe they've done so. So uh, they've both done really well this season in saying that Recursion has won 6 games and lost none, and FIFA has only lost 1 game. They're 5 points, so it should be a close game. It was worth noting that Unity did just take the victory over Vikings of Connery, so they're in the bronze position. It was a great game. We were watching the end of that just before the start of this cast, so congratulations to Unity as well. On to FIFA. FIFA's a good group of guys. They've got a lot of friends involved with this Outfit Wars season to help grow their numbers, as a lot of groups have, because obviously fielding 48 each week is a massive task. So FIFA's got a few Phoenix guys in there, a few Gobs guys in there, a few UVOC guys in there too. So I think Saka, a couple of guys in there too. There's a lot of mismatched players from a bunch of different groups who've joined them to play. Sorry if I missed anyone. I can't
It's an
remember all the
alliance
groups.
after all.
It is an Iron Force alliance, but FIFA's got a lot of core members in there, notably Tan Bink leading the charge. I imagine today. So yeah, we're going to see a good game. We're about 40 seconds away from start, so we can almost get ready to have a look at what these openers are going to entail. Today we're going to have FIFA in the blue team, and that's good because they're NC. Recursion is going to be the red team today, but they're also NC. So it's going to be a bit of one of those Reaver v Reaver. We don't know who's winning the air battle game for a little bit, but we've got some steel rains coming. Let's go. I think we'll go into camera right now and have a look at what's happening in these opening shots in about 10 seconds time. We don't want to reveal anything
Oh,
too early.
yeah. I was about to say I don't see anything on stream. You have like your own. Yeah, there we go. Oh, perfect.
Production van
I
trying.
ask, I ask, and I receive. So,
Exactly.
oh look, a lot of Reavers in the warp gate.
Looks
Big
like double.
shocker.
Looks like double pulls there for FIFA. I can't see if they're all manned or not. I don't know. There's a couple
Yeah,
of double pulls
so
maybe.
you see a couple of people. I see a couple of infantry hopping from Reaver to Reaver. So yes, I can assume that there's a couple of double pulls in there.
So yeah,
Some
standard stuff
dervishes.
from FIFA. A
Yep.
couple of pancakes in the air. The Stingray Society on full representation today. Standard stuff. We'll have a look at the recursion opener and see what they're gonna have in store for us to counter this FIFA push. If we've got an angle of that, please, production van. There we go. Look at that. We got.
Oh, way less in the air this
There is
time
way less
around.
in terms of the air. It doesn't look like any repulls from Recursion. They seem fairly confident that they're either going to win this air game or just not contest it at all, because there was a few
Um,
anvils and steel rains and things being called in
yeah, it's
at the
I
start
see
there.
Max. I see a Max. I think in the middle there. It's probably gonna be a Steel Rain call from the start. That's like a signature recursion start at this point. So 1 second, it's gonna drop. Shields should drop here in about a couple seconds. So
Steel rain coming in as
yep.
well.
Final match for this year's Outfit Wars about to begin right now.
Looks like it was a really early orbital strike just happened as well. I didn't catch that. We can see the
Oh, we didn't
reminiscence of that
catch
in the back.
that.
We can see the
Oh, maybe
reminiscence of
was
that
it
in the
counted as Steel
background.
Rain?
It must have been. I don't know if it did so though.
Either that or for the anvils. If it was accounted as Steel Rain, that was way too early. But for the anvils, I can assume that here comes some anvils already dropping in, and there you go. People from FIFA already dropping from their reavers. I wonder what they're doing though. Maybe dropping some beacons up top. Air battle very much going around. Not getting too much. I don't know which one's in which.
I think two Reavers just collided in midair, or two Reavers just hit the ground right there. We're getting some action on the ground. Some Skyguard taken as a Liberator in the mix. Oh, the Skyguard goes down to the Dalton. They traded out. When did you see that happen? To trade out with a Dalton Lib and a Skyguard. The air game looks like it's gone in the way of Recursion. They're holding back a little bit from this on top of Granite Head Reactor. We see the massive plays over Granite Head Reactor. None of the other bases are currently in contention right now. Coming on the ground level here, Granite Head Reactor, looks like FIFA is in control of C Point. Recursion going to be pushing in with some maxes though, seeing what they can do to clean up here. Resonade goes out for FIFA. Here comes Recursion though in a big way. FIFA's not going to be able to hold on to that one.
So Recursion have a tendency to do this, commit a lot of people onto the start of Granite Head Reactor, make sure they have that locked down. They're probably going to get some vehicles on the backside, as you see on that. If you pay attention to the mini-map, they do have a Sunder that it just disappeared on the mini-map, but between B and C, very good place for a Sunder placement. And there we see on the backside of B point, Armor 5
saying
going
that,
around.
lots of massive drops coming in from FIFA right now, trying to contest this, but there's just not enough drop pods. There is so many drop pods coming down, but they're all staggered out. Recursion just has the better logistics set up right here on Granite Head Reactor.
That Sunday is way too powerful. Where Recursion's at right now, although that's a clone Cano Cam for FIFA going down.
Clone Kano Cam in a 9x10, but it looks whatever it is, 16x10. Sorry.
Warp Gate is starting back. Oh, we're gonna go straight back onto the fight onto C point. It seems FIFA trying to get roof control over here. We go on to point. A lot of maxes right now on deck for Recursion. This is gonna be a tough hold to crack. Let's see what FIFA tries to do here. Recursion try to contest them now. They have more pop on the hex, and they seem to be able to get out and counterbush them comfortably here. FIFA dwindling in numbers on the roof. FIFA should probably think about getting out of armor.
It's where that Satcom hub is going through for FIFA currently. I can't see the timer. The timer is 1:16. They've got a fast cap on that base at Satcom hub, so they are committing a few forces here, FIFA, but it looks like they are going more in on Satcom hub, and I imagine they're going to be pushing up for Big Gorge.
Is Bitter Gorge not contested at all? That's the weirdest thing to me.
Bitter Gorge not contested at all. Satcom has got majority FIFA on it, and then this base has got majority Recursion on it. Granite Head Reactor. They are doing a good job at holding on to this. I don't think FIFA's actually going to get in because they've been repeatedly trying to beacon drop pod onto this roof here, and they're just getting slaughtered by those Recursion maxes. It's just falling into a firing line from both sides. There's a FIFA armor moving up the pink Vanguard in the background there, doing some work, trying to take out that spawn bus for Sunder, that spawn logistics for Recursion. Sorry, excuse me, but Recursion's already going to take the base. It's just not going to be quick enough. So now the battle shifts. FIFA's got to pick what priority they're going to pick here, because Recursion is taking the center base, and that center control is very important for that map play.
Backup has already started the hydroponics compound, as Arizek is still going through. If you've seen the smaller picture here for FIFA, 14 seconds left on that. Maybe they'll have to think about going back to hydroponics, but they have to start thinking about getting the backup onto Nexus Secure. But here we go. We have a Recursion drop coming on here. A couple people dying off the rip. It's not going to amount to anything. Yeah. But FIFA going to safely get this.
There is a back cap happening as well. If you look in the bottom right corner, there is a back cap happening for Recursion on hydroponics compound. It looks like it's going to be stabilized pretty soon, though. Look, here we go. Here comes FIFA coming to 1v1 on the point. Is he going to take it? He does some shuffling. Light Assault goes up. Oh, look at that. And he exit. Takes the win.
Yeah, very nice 1v1. the LA there. We got some more drops coming from FIFA to make sure this point is completely secure. Then they go elsewhere. Very nice play from them. They should probably look for spawns here, right out here on the outside. There's a Valkyrie dropping some recursion players here and there. I see Rafal here dropped in the middle building. He's going to drop a beacon. Let's see what if Recursion is going to commit more people onto this. If we look at the map, though, Bitter Gorge is finally going to be flipped. It's FIFA that's going to start the cap on that. Meanwhile, Recursion going to start cap on Satcom. So that is going to limit their back cap capabilities over the Nexus Secure if they want to cap that one. There you go,
so
Hydroponics.
Satcom Hub just got a couple of points flipped on it by FIFA just to slow that recursion hydroponics. Sorry, the other way around. The recursion did that just to slow the hydroponics rotation down. I'm getting mixed up between the colours because they're both NC. Love that. It's a cursed game. Bitter Gorge Garrison's been stabilised and been flipped back towards FIFA while this is all happening right now.
Recursion taking control of Bitter Gorge. Right now, it's
sorry, the other way. I'm getting mixed up with the colors. I do apologize.
Yeah, I got. I got you. It's fine. We see some fighting going on. Some fighting going on here. Recursion taking control of A point. Is that Sunder Recursion control, or is that belong to FIFA? I don't see the tag on it. I think it's a FIFA Sunderer. That's a very good Sunderer if they can keep it up.
I saw that in the game. I saw that in the game earlier. I believe the Goblins put that there earlier in the game against Recursion.
Well, with Nexus being as it is, with no like deploy zones, really, you can be very you can be very creative with where you want to put your Sunderers. So those sort of things happen.
FIFA is trying to contest for this now. They are pushing up. They do have A point. They're pushing out towards B and C in a couple of directions. This is a good move for them. Tanks are in play. They do have some force multipliers on ground. I wonder if they can actually make that contribute anything to the battle. They are trying to push in. Not too much avail. They're getting shot down by a lot of heavies on the top there by Recursion. Not going to make much of it. Striano goes down in the end too. And FIFA holding on to 1 point. Recursion's got this on a slow cap. It is going to give FIFA an opportunity to maybe start a cap elsewhere by having this on a slow cap. But right now it does look like this is firmly in Recursion control.
Thunder on A point is going to go down for FIFA. Recursion finally going to focus it down, and it's going to go down here. So a lot less control for the FIFA side. They're going to get a beacon up instead. I wonder how long that's going to last. Some drops coming up for FIFA right now. They're going to try and take control back of this A point here, but they're quickly losing the fights over in Bitter Gorge. They won't be able to do much if they get control of this. If they can't get control of this quick enough, pardon me. While this is going on, however, Granite Head is going the way of FIFA. I wonder how much pop they have committed onto this. Also, Satcom is going in the way of Recursion right now, so that's got to be in the back of FIFA's minds right now. They have to really try and get this fight going on. Here we are at Granite Head. As we speak, they have all 3 points capped right now. I wonder what's the population being committed from both sides. Do Recursion even have any pop over here? It would be good to know.
I can tell you right now, looking at the population.
There we go.
It's about 50-50. It's just updating. I'm looking on my POV right now. It's about 31-58, and it's gonna be growing. I think Recursion are bringing guys back here. And FIFA's probably going to be bringing some people in here because they're going to want to contest this. But A point and C point are in contention right now. FIFA's still in control, but I don't know for how long. Recursion is just taken over. C point's flipping back to FIFA. They did push it.
I think Recursion still have. Okay, so that FIFA didn't make sure to see if there were any spawns left by Recursion before capping points, and that's going to hurt them here because now Recursion got a big push in going into dubs. But FIFA find it out. I think
Recursion actually pulled up some logistics. Actually, no, I think that bus was from there earlier. I believe you're right.
Yeah, that was from there earlier.
They have a hash lightning.
That was there from the start as a stealth center, and I don't think it has been taken out until now. Since Recursion had firm control of Granite Head from the start, and now FIFA hasn't taken the time to really get through all of these. Right now, we see FIFA having to. I think they killed one of those vehicles right here just now.
FIFA very quickly pushed off that point. Massive rotation from Recursion. FIFA's probably going to be going all in on Granite Head. On Bitter Gorge Garrison.
But now Bitter Gorge, what's going on over there? We have to make sure and see like who's going to really take that fight because that's going to give a lot of momentum.
FIFA's bringing some armor back in.
We didn't see on the map actually. Satcom went the way of Recursion, so it's now 5-3. So if FIFA want any control at all or any chance of getting back into this game, they really do need this cap on Bitter Gorge because they need to retain control of Granite Head in any way, shape, or form. If they
Recursion
want to
knows this,
really
and they
team
are
up this
bringing up
match.
spawn logistics, and FIFA has spotted them. Sunder does a sick drift over the rock.
Driving. Okay.
It's going to get lit up by that air to ground. Looks like FIFA has established some sort of air control, and they do have a couple of air to ground units coming in, but that's going to quickly get mopped up. There's some armor coming in from both sides of the battle right now. If you look on the bottom right, you can see the other angle. There's some Recursion Vanguards just dealing some damage on the Sunderers.
Recursion doesn't have enough pop here. This should firmly be in control of FIFA.
As you say that, there's 2 points flipping right now. Recursion's dropped on 2 points. They're going to flip and slow this down. There's 17 seconds left to play. FIFA are not going to get this unless they rotate some pop right now. Here they go. FIFA is rotating some pop. They are going to try up. There's just one medic pushing up by himself.
This is not enough. This is not enough at all. Where has the FIFA pop gone to? Did they leave the points early?
Okay, they rotated to A and C. Good work from FIFA. They've got 5 seconds left. Recursion's not going to be able to rotate quick enough because they have put some pressure on. Unless they're going to be getting there right now. 1 second to go. And
that could have been a monumental disaster. That could have been a monumental disaster with the pop actually being committed. Now some drop pods for Recursion going through, but can you imagine if they've left that point early and didn't secure that cap how much Recursion pop was there at the beginning? That could have been disastrous. Meanwhile,
FIFA did a good job there rotating. If you're looking, there's a back cap happening as well on Hydroponics Compound and on Satcom Hub as well as what we're looking at in the bottom right hand corner. FIFA is come to respond to this fight right now, but not in a big enough way. Recursion did take down. Look at that movement. Look at this squad movement from Recursion. 4-man team moving around, just kill squad. Absolutely incredible gameplay from Recursion. We're just looking at Hydroponics Compound on the map as well. If you see that in the top left of your screens, it's going through. There's about 3 minutes and sort of 15-14 seconds left on that cap. And Bitter Gorge is also being pressured if you look at your map as well. So a lot to think about for FIFA right now. The score is 5-4. The frags are fairly even across the board. I mean, Recursion's got about 100 more, a little bit under 100 more frags. So FIFA's really feeling that right now. But they are in control of this Satcom hub base, and they are flipping it back in the right direction. But it is on a slow cap, so FIFA's going to be hurting.
It is an interesting decision here for FIFA to keep these points capped and sort of let go of like. Next to secure that it's Hydroponics, sorry, that's going on the top right side. That's still going for Recursion though, and Recursion doing the proper play by keeping Bitter Gorge in control so that there's no back caps that can happen in Granite Head or Argent Pass. So Recursion doing a good job over there containing them. However, FIFA not going to do much with trying to get this cap over at Satcom because the back cap is already happening over at Hydroponics. So I don't think this is the play to keep going for this base. If I were them, I would go back and resecure Hydroponics and make sure that Bitter Gorge cap goes back through fully into their control.
First-person footage right now attacking Hydroponics Compound. I want to see if they can actually push him off here. I'm going to go watch this breach happen live here with Clone Kano. He's going to be pushing him with his squad. Looks like he's an Alpha squad. Going to be moving in. Oh, he goes for the frag. Takes him out. Takes out Laser
Kill on Laser. Laser not on the Mosquito, that's surprising. Okay.
Pushing him through this door here, see if he can make anything happen.
Oh, that's a nice hit on two.
Takes out Turbo Ranger.
He seems to be a little stressed that aim is. Oh, there you go. Nice kill onto a leave. There you go. Now they can push A point. This is looking kind of free for them. The pop here seems to be in their control. It's about 50-50. But Recursion seem to be getting some armor, maybe getting some logistics along with that as well. They might have a beacon up top because I see someone on the mini-map probably dropped on the top of the roof there. So let's see what they keep doing with this. Okay, so we get in the mini cam over there. So FIFA also fighting with Recursion on the outside. This seems to be the inside of Satcom over here. So the fight is still going on strong over there. Some points flipping here and there. FIFA seems to be having control of the B point, which is the lower point. However, how long can they last in there? Because their numbers are slowly dwindling. I mean, it's a good job on them keeping Recursion's attention over here, but again, like I said, this shouldn't amount to much, right? Like, sure, they're keeping a lot of Recursion pop here, and that's great, but they need to use that advantage elsewhere.
FIFA's actually getting on top of their timers right now, actually, if we look at the map in the top left. FIFA's getting on top of their timers. They're defending all the bases. Bitter Gorge is being defended by themselves. Hydroponics Compound's also being defended. And Satcom Hub has got 1 second to go. So FIFA's trying to get on top of these timers. They did an excellent defense on the Hydroponics Compound. We saw that in first person. Satcom Hub, will be defended by Recursion. No problems there. But these timers are now zeroing out, and there's something going to be opening up. If we look on hydroponics compound, though, there is some action I think happening over there.
This seems to be Bitter Gorge though.
Oh,
what
Bitter
we're
Gorge,
looking at
yeah.
here's
We're
a
looking at Bitter
good
Gorge.
in the deliver and on next to B point by Recursion though. But FIFA dropping on top, trying to get that point controlled. They need to get C point control if they want to get any backups going on, and they're not seem to not be able to get that through. Unfortunately, they really have to get rid of these logistics here.
Recursion
if
is
they want to
dropping
make
in.
any other
Sorry
room.
to interrupt you, Eternal. Recursion is dropping in on Bitter on hydroponics compound. They have flipped the timer. We've got this on the screen right now, and they've got most of the pop in his hex with 2 minutes to go. So the Bitter Gorge went through. There is a back cap that has been started on Argent Pass. If you check the top left of your map as well.
That's pretty well played there. Yeah.
Recursion's going in on this cap, so they have the timer duel battle here. They're in victory. They have 2 minutes 15 seconds on this, and Argent Pass is going to be 3.5 minutes at least before FIFA can push that through. So
Right ahead, also flipping now.
that's good. That's going to put the pressure onto Recursion and split their attention here. So they're going to.
Whoa, TJ? What kind of flying is that, brother? Hello?
All right,
Caught on stream, 4K,
TJ
get
gets
rolled,
caught live
bozo.
on stream on multi-POV as well. Here comes some FIFA armor. Looks like it's a. I don't know if it's a Hesh. I can't see right now.
Yeah, that minicap, that seems to be Argent Pass in the little picture
Yeah.
here. Some drop pods coming in for FIFA, so they're committing more and more pop onto that here.
FIFA's
So
just
I
going to
wonder how
commit
these
to
guys
that
are
and
going to
Granite Head. By the looks of it, they're just going to commit to that and Granite Head Reactor and then play from there. But this seems to be the strategy from the gambit from FIFA right now. They're just
I
actually
don't know
as we
about
say
this.
that there's a 50-50 sort of balance coming up, a little bit less than 50-50 in this hex. FIFA is trying to contest and slow this hydroponics cap down while putting the pressure on at the same time. But look, someone's coming from the back and the A point is flipping. That is going to be vital seconds to
that is
slow
very
this
good.
cap down. And that's going to allow that infantry to push up.
It's just to keep Recursion's, like, as long as it's not a coordinated push, sure, they can flip point like that, but it's not going to amount to much if it's just one person, right? That's just going to draw their attention elsewhere, but...
It's buying vital
This,
seconds.
this
of
push onto the... They need to move out of this building. Sure, there's armor on the road, but they need to have a drop coming in from Skinny. They need to really pull their attention away from this main push that seems to be coming from main spawn. They're really trapped into this
push
room.
from FIFA. Super weak push, but is a super strong hold from Recursion.
They have Recursion air to ground? Not check? Oh wait, they actually do have some. Sheesh, okay, so Recursion seems to be pretty set up outside and inside the base. They have Maxes coming around, Resnate coming out here, bringing troops back.
It's worth noting Granite Head
life.
Reactor has been stabilized and Recursion has defended that while all that was happening.
Yeah, this is where the main play has to be done. They have 35 seconds to try and retake that. But it's not looking
doesn't
good
look
for
like
FIFA. They're
FIFA's going
struggling
to
moving
rotate to
forward.
this. It doesn't look like
Recursion
FIFA's
are
gonna
pushing
do it.
out themselves.
Yeah, they haven't got enough people in this hex. They actually say that there's a push on Dubs coming in from FIFA, but they're not going to. Don't think they're going to get in there in time. There's a massive drops from the FIFA on the top of that building. Can they get there in time? They're pushing through door 1 and Dubs and door 2 by the looks of it as well.
2 pushes going on here, but there's no maxes in those drops here, so it's not going to be that effective.
Point is flipping.
No
They
C4
managed to
have
get
the
in though.
maxes. They might have entered through Skinny. I don't see a Skinny push in here, but Point's going to flip momentarily, but it's not going to be enough. Not enough infantry.
Resonate out
Recursion
from
are counter
FIFA.
pushing.
Resonate out from FIFA, they're not going to get it in time. Argent Pass has also gone back in the favor of Recursion while all this happened. FIFA tried to go in for that play. They didn't make the defense in time. They are getting on point a little bit now, but just not in a big enough way. There's a lot of dead bodies on that point, and they just didn't manage. Resonate out from FIFA. They are going to try and contest this, try and stall this out as long as they can, but firing squads from Recursion just mowing down those dead bodies.
Nexus Alpha has already flipped, so this is not looking great for FIFA. They have to get out of this space and try to do something else. Either
That'll be Nexus.
Alpha,
That'll be Nexus
or
Omega
try to get
for
Argent
FIFA,
Pass in
but-
check. Omega. Oh yeah, I'm too used to going to Nexus Alpha. I never go to Nexus Omega.
In saying
during
that,
games.
it is being
Apologies.
stabilized right now. That time is flipping over, and FIFA's got back to Nexus Omega, and it's 10 seconds left to play. They'll be able to push back out. Argent Pass timer's going back in the right direction as well. So FIFA's done that, but Bitter Gorge is being capped from behind FIFA while all this is happening. They're going to come through on this powerhouse push. FIFA will defend and push out that Recursion max. They're going to push out down through Skinny and see if they can pick up any other kills. Recursion pushing up, but they're just going to walk into that FIFA firing line. FIFA's just got more pop in this hex, and they're just rolling through this Recursion.
I wonder how much pop they committed.
Offense, sorry.
I wonder how much pop they're committing to get rid of Recursion here, because right now in the picture, I think they're slowly losing Bitter Gorge here. Recursion has more pop than FIFA in Bitter Gorge. I see a couple of drops coming in for FIFA. I think they're going to stall points until that Nexus Omega push from Recursion is properly dealt with. I don't see a backup happening at Hydroponics either to try and deter this push at all. So, actually the point at Nexus Omega is flipping right now. So
Recursion
again,
got a good
FIFA
flank
are
off
going to
by
be
the
put on
looks
the
of things.
timer. Yeah.
We're looking at FIFA in the bottom right there. Defend Bittergorge Garrison. They're on 1 point at the moment. They're not very many of them there. There's a resonate out, but they're just going to get quickly wiped off. Their Recursion is looking like they're going to take this, and the focus is really going to be over on Nexus Omega shortly. But Argent Pass is 1 minute to be flipped, but Bittergorge is also a minute. So FIFA's playing a dangerous game right now, trying to get in on the
Another
on the
three-man
Argent
foul
Pass
drop. Another three-man foul drop. It's not looking very effective for FIFA right there. I feel like they're sort of they're not synchronized properly. They're not getting all of their troops like fully together and trying like really coordinated drops. There's a lack of cohesion. There's a lack of coordination amongst them, and I feel like most of these attempts to try and secure points have been half-assed. If I want to be very blunt about it, so if they really want to try and get these points back, they're gonna have to try and drop fully together as a squad here, which they seem to be trying to do over here at Bitter Gorge Sequin, it seems to be. However, Recursion with the maxes, though, too strong. FIFA need to find a way to get their own maxes onto point to try and
At the
shut
same
them
time,
out or
Argent
find better
Pass
ways.
is being contended in the bottom right there by Recursion. FIFA is going to
Yeah.
hold on to that by the looks of things. It's got about 10 seconds left to play. And Recursion's got a beacon down. They're going to get the squad in here. I don't know if 10 seconds is enough time for Recursion to defend this. FIFA is going to try and hold on to Argent Pass just to get them on the board a little bit. And then they can prioritize the defense either on Bitter Gorge or Nexus Omega. Argent Pass will go through for
More
FIFA.
drops, though. More drops coming in for Recursion. That FIFA max is not long for this world, maybe. Oh, no, there's more Recursion reinforcements coming in. This max is going to finally go down. No support for the NC max from the FIFA side. Sorry, they're both NC, and this is cursed indeed. But Recursion gonna get control of this point again at Argent Pass. Meanwhile, in the picture-of-picture, more fighting going on at Bitter Gorge, but Recursion seem to be very close to capping that point now. 20 seconds left. If they lose that B point, it's gonna be a disaster. FIFA have to do something about this and do it now. And meanwhile, they did get. Oh, Argent Pass went through for FIFA. Maybe we didn't.
No, we did. We watched Argent. We watched FIFA take Argent Pass, and then Recursion has resecured the point just as they've done that. So it's made it more difficult. FIFA's dropped in. There's 2 seconds left to go. I don't know if they're going to take it. Oh, Recursion has taken that, but FIFA are flipping a point. I don't know if they will because Recursion's got a lot more bodies on that point. FIFA just trying their best to push in. They're coming from the back though and dismantle that push. And FIFA's taken a point. It's going to slow them down a little bit, but not to much avail because Argent Pass is already flipping. This is a 2-minute
push
gap.
Should have come in sooner. Yeah, that push should have come in sooner, and Recursion can use this time to get some time on, well, Nexus Omega, for example. So now, now FIFA are really in a tough spot.
4 minutes left on Nexus Omega, and this game is over. So FIFA's got to really prioritize. There's 23 minutes in this match left to play.
Yeah, and look at FIFA. They're committing maxes. They're committing a lot of nanites to push Recursion out of here. So Recursion doing a very good job.
Alright, here we go. Nexus Omega. Here comes the FIFA push onto point right now. Getting in there. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff from FIFA. They do a good job there. They overwhelm the pop. They bring in maxes. They do, like you say, commit a lot of nanites to it. If they can move those maxes elsewhere, that'd be useful. And they're trying to also take Bitter Gorge at the same time. They have a couple of points, but they're sort of flipping back and forward right now, and it's Recursion has quite a strong presence here. There is a bit of air to ground by the looks of it from FIFA. It's quite hard to tell where it's coming from because they both have air hammers. But Bitter Gorge will be defended. They have B point still, does FIFA, but they're looking a little bit hairy with sort of 22 minutes left to play. It's a little bit, you know, they're going to be sort of panicking a bit because they're going to be starved for nanites.
Yeah, nanite consumption seems to be like coming into play over here. It always is a thing in Alpha Wars. You always have to make sure that you have enough nanites. So as we look into, this seems to be the backside of B point with a repair Sunder. I'm not sure the repair Sunder is the play for a deployed Sunder, as it's gonna go down fairly quickly.
I think it was just a Sunder, a pull a Sunder and spawn it in. It was probably under pressure. You know, one of those.
Yeah.
Hey, look, FIFA's trying to contest this B point, and there is some Recursion armor just waltzing around outside and just absolutely doing a number on anything that FIFA's trying to pull in. So Recursion's really controlling the ground game here, stopping FIFA getting any logistics in. And Nexus Omega's got 3 minutes 47 seconds to play, and the game's going to be over. They're also flipping Slate.
This is looking doomed. Yeah, now that the 3 points have been capped onto Bitter and point has been flipped at Slate Canyon. This is looking even more problematic.
Although
for FIFA.
FIFA has just pushed in and taken out the hold on Nexus Omega again, and they will put that timer back in the right direction, so they're prioritizing that defense. They don't want to end this game early. They want to fight it right to the end. So some excellent rotation from FIFA, despite not having any of that area control right now.
Right, but it's 3 minutes bought by Recursion to try and get back onto this point. Meanwhile, now FIFA has to try and redirect their attention to Slate Canyon if they want to make plays around the map and try to get some territory back. As you can say, you can pretty much kiss goodbye to Argent Pass because you're never getting that back at this rate. But right now, they have to try and make sure that this point doesn't flip back, all the while trying to get Slate Canyon back under control. But it seems to be hard for them right now. The picture, you do see Slate Canyon hold going on. Recursion seem to have hacked the vehicle terminal, and they're getting vehicles out of it. Always want to check your vehicle terminals early on if it's a cap you hold, so that they don't get used by the opposition like this. Meanwhile, you see Recursion having some air to ground, and FIFA having a hard time dropping on top. Even their Valkyries are getting destroyed.
They do get a couple of drops, but I'm now getting air to grounded. Like, there's some breaker pods and air hammer combo. That's really tough to drop into. Yeah.
It really is weird for me seeing Recursion air to ground after facing him off against Gobs, because we never see it in on Emerald, but it's good to see that they at least have air control over
Despite
here.
that,
And they
FIFA
are
looks like they managed to push in bottom a little bit, pushing the bottom door, but they did get taken out. I don't see many alive people in that bottom door push. Here's a big drop from FIFA, but it's getting air to grounded. This is it must be so tough for them to push in. FIFA did Levy go. The aftermath.
They've been repelled completely. They haven't committed enough pop either. I mean, look, Recursion still have more pop than the Hex, and maybe that's just it was probably just the tick, the refresh tick, not the in play for the population there, but population seems to be finally equaling out. But again, there's no maxes in here, no nanites really being used except for the transportation to bring these infantry players onto point, and they really need to commit more if they want to get Recursion out of this point here. More drops coming through, but this is looked to be more and more disorganized as they are scrambling. FIFA is to try and get Recursion out of this point here, and they're slowly wiping. It doesn't seem to be that this push will be successful.
FIFA's not going to have much success here. Recursion just came around and rotated and just absolutely decimated that FIFA push, and just not much came of it for them. This is now it's going to be putting FIFA in a really, really precarious situation on the back foot, and not a lot of time to get themselves out of this hole. They are going to try and desperately spawn back in here from the spawn ring, but Recursion is pushing up and getting really aggressive on the spawn ring.
Oh my goodness, they're window licking the spawn room. This is looking this is looking doomed for FIFA. They need to try and do something fast, and it has to be done with a drop. If Recursion is committing this much population into trying and spawn camp them, a good max drop with 2 galaxies maybe has to be enough to try and get Recursion off a point here. Otherwise, they can pretty much kiss their chances goodbye. I don't see this happening otherwise.
Yeah, completely agree. So Nexus Omega is going 2 seconds or so to go. It's going to flip over, and I don't know if
did Argent Pass flip? Did Argent Pass get stopped? Is it going back into FIFA's favor?
FIFA has saved Argent Pass, which is actually going to give them connection to Bitter Gorge Garrison if they actually secure.
Oh, here comes the drop.
Big drops from FIFA right now on screen, and Slate Canyon hold. They're going to try and get in here. Here they come through the top door. They're just getting absolutely decimated right now.
Oh, this is looking bad. They got pincered from
here comes the backup drop, though. Backup drop. They're going to try and just get themselves into that room to just get bodies on the point. But look at that hole on the stairway. That firing line from Recursion. Oh my gosh. Here comes FIFA, though. They are going to get some bodies in there. Resnades are coming out. Competitive planet side. 3 seconds to go, and Recursion is going to take this base off of FIFA. Last ditch Resnade to try and do something, but that firing line. Wow.
Point for Omega just got flipped again by Recursion, so I wonder if FIFA is going to try and make use of that Argent Pass to try and go for Alpha at this rate, but point seems to be neutralized at Argent Pass. I wonder what's going on with that.
They can't take Slate Canyon hold because Recursion has the time started on Nexus Omega. They do. FIFA has pop in this Hex, and it is being stabilized as we speak, but Recursion's bought themselves a few seconds, 20 seconds in fact, to actually push FIFA out of the Slate Canyon back cap that they've now got set up, because they were a little bit too slow at getting their pop there to actually flip it back, but they did manage it. With 12 seconds or so to go on Omega,
many people on point here. Recursion dropping back with beacons to try and resecure Slate Canyon. or make sure that FIFA doesn't get on point.
As we say
here,
that,
so they
Recursion's
can-
pushed a couple of infantry in that bottom right corner onto Nexus Omega, and they've managed to take out what little FIFA guys were holding the point, but FIFA has got a bigger rotation to come in here to actually fix that right now, and that's going to slow FIFA down even more. They're not even going to be able to get their backup off because, as we saw, Recursion just dropped in.
I
FIFA
wonder how many people are committed now into that Argent Pass backup, because it is going in the way of FIFA, if I'm not mistaken.
FIFA does have Argent Pass back.
I wonder if they're like Gambit is gonna be trying to base race Recursion in the end. I think it's completely in control of FIFA now.
Yeah, Argent Pass is, and it looks like FIFA has people.
Are
in
they gonna
Nexus
try
Alpha.
and back up this?
It looks like FIFA does have people in Nexus Alpha right now. Nexus Omega will be defended by FIFA. Will they try and back up this Nexus Alpha and get into a base race against Recursion? This could be an upset.
Big play. This could be a big play if they try and go for Nexus Alpha right now. They flip it before Recursion gets on point here, and they commit everyone over there. That would be an insane ending for this Alpha Wars match.
FIFA's doing what they can to hold on, because they actually have to commit to that Nexus Alpha. There is people in Hex, and that point is flipping at Nexus Alpha. They are in the lead of this base race. We have a final right now. Recursion's yet to get on point at Nexus Omega, and
FIFA has to commit. FIFA has to go all in now, and this is their only chance, because if we look at the map, Argent Pass is going through. If FIFA wants to do this, here they come right now. Here comes a Valkyrie, but they need more. They need more people. They need animals.
There's one drop. One drop out of that Valkyrie. Where is that? There's repulse coming from Recursion with Reavers. This is going to light up people dropping in.
They need beacons. They need a lot here if they want to try and do this Gambit. They have the point. They have the flip.
It is also worth noting,
Eternal. They have the Omega.
It is worth noting, Eternal, the Hydroponics Compound and Slate Canyon I have flipped in the way of FIFA on backup. So.
Oh my goodness! So if FIFA can actually turn this around and do this, point is flipping back. Point is flipping back. Nexus Alpha. Recursion are getting back on point. They didn't get enough logistics. There are no beacons up. Recursion shut this down. Oh wait, no. There are still people on point. Soon.
There are still people on point. There's one medic being Chad. I can't see who that is, but he is reviving everybody on that point.
It's still not over yet, though. Recursion trying to get back on point. They're getting crossfired left and right. They still need some logistics over here, though. They have bought a good minute. There's still one left on point. Resonate coming out. It's a medic that's left up, but that's the worst kind of class that you want to keep alone, because he can get everyone up by himself. But look, very nice flank coming in here from two Recursion players, as they're gonna get control back of Nexus Alpha, but they do buy a minute. FIFA does. So if they commit more,
what that has done for FIFA is they've got Recursion off Nexus Omega, and they're pushing back out into Hydroponics Compound and Slate Canyon hold. They're still holding on to Argent Pass.
But FIFA has to kind of think that their play is to try and maybe go all in into Nexus Alpha at this point, right?
Because you would think so, because you could win that base race, but I don't think they trust themselves, because I think what they're thinking in their minds is Recursion could come here, wipe us, and rotate quicker, and then the game's over. So they're actually trying to secure a different victory, a longer sort of play. But there's only 13 minutes left to play, and that's not really going to be a viable option. So they may have to just jump into this base race, but they're trying to.
Knight is dropping in on the cam here. Let's see what he's trying to do at Night Hydroponics Compound. I think they want to try and resecure this. Dropping a waypoint, maybe wants to get some control, making sure his squad is watching over some key areas here. Those are the main spawn. That's the building that the Recursion would probably try and come through if they're coming in from main spawn over here. He's working on some vehicles now. They're making sure that they're getting some vehicle control, so that if Recursion gets some cheeky Sunders up, they don't get some faster spawns. 1 minute 45 left on that base. He seems to have about a squad over here, and that's it. Ooh,
big that run over from Harasser. I don't know who was in there, but good job to them. A Harasser driving skills.
Yeah.
FIFA driving school in full effect right there.
So no play to be had anymore onto Nexus Alpha. That has been stopped, and Argent Pass is completely flipped. I think Recursion this time not allowing that further. I think they're committing more pop onto it, but oh well, look at what's going on over here. FIFA has pushed out, and they're trying to get more control of the road here. Recursion are being crossfired from both sides, and they're slowly going down here.
I don't know what happened to FIFA, but someone kicked someone up the butt, and now they are playing like a team. This is the FIFA we know. But
yeah, but
maybe
still have another Sundry. Oh, it's gonna go down as I say so. They're gonna try and get into the zigzag building. Big push coming in from Recursion, committing some more nanites onto it.
Big orbital strike coming in from FIFA. It's gonna do a bit of damage, but most of those Recursion guys are in the building.
Far forward. It's a little too far forward. I would have liked to see him maybe directly on top of that
It's going to send a
Zigzag
bunch of
building.
Sunderers flying into the air and a bunch of armor, so it's going to slow Recursion down, if anything. And FIFA's used that to actually retreat themselves back into the point to hold on for the last sort of 30 seconds here.
Meanwhile, we do see that the other point in Slate Canyon is going off pretty unabated. I don't see that they have a lot of counter push going on there. Recursion are finally starting to try and get back point over there, it seems, but they were idle for a while over there. So if FIFA could get these 2 points back and somehow resecure Argent,
yeah, look, I mean, if they take these 2 points, they get access to if they take Hydroponics Compound, they get access to 2-minute cap bases. And if they take Slate Canyon hold, they get access to the third. And they are going to do just that. FIFA is going to take Hydroponics Compound back for themselves.
Slate Canyon seems to be going on over there. It's a half cap right now. Maybe that's because Recursion didn't. That's why Recursion.
If you look at it, Recursion sort of ghost capping Argent Pass right now, and if FIFA defends that and they take Slate Canyon hold, they're actually going to be in the lead.
It's neutralizing. I think it's going back.
I think FIFA's seen what I've seen, and if they take Slate Canyon and hold Argent Pass, they will win this game. They won't
win it. No, they won't necessarily win it. They have to do something else. Sure, Slate Canyon does need to be capped. I do agree with you, but before that 7-minute mark, they have to try and get Argent Pass back and try to get control of Nexus Alpha.
Yeah, Argent Pass has got 30 seconds or so left on it.
They need a lot of points of control. However, FIFA has made a mistake in not trying to back cap both Satcom and Granite Head as soon as they cap Hydroponics.
Because Recursion has gone all in on Hydroponics, and it's going to
exactly.
Here comes Recursion though, they're pushing up, Resonate's coming up from both sides, FIFA holding on just by the skin of their teeth, they're going to rotate all of the pop-up here, and it looks like they will hold on. Recursion's pushing in through the top, FIFA holding on, 1 minute to go, and it's looking a little bit hairy for FIFA in this hold. Resonades are coming back out from Recursion and pushing in from all angles. Here we see from Clone Kano, first person perspective, looking how brutal it is, does a team kill live on stream.
TJ, how could you? True NC lore happening here. NC TKing each other.
This is a nasty angle. He's got such a nasty angle up here on the top of the point. Just take note here. He's got visibility of that door and that window, and the people coming up don't have too much visibility of him. This is a pretty good angle here from Clone Kano.
Everybody seemed to forget the actual point can act like your own little shield. He's not paying attention to the resonates coming in.
Especially because it's got the animated graphic above it. It's hard to see your name.
Yeah. More resonates coming in for Recursion. They're committing a lot here. They want to try and make sure that this cap doesn't go through.
Clone Kano coming in with a double, I think. Oh, he just got one. He's going to go with the double right now.
Oh, with the bunny hop, he does take out another.
Jesselyn goes down. He's got the jackhammer out for a secondary. FIFA's going to help him with the revives. He's the medic.
He's going to conk downstairs. Right, his C4 is going to miss. He's going to try and take care of that push that's coming from downstairs right now. 5 seconds left on this cap. Recursion are pushing in. Point is flipping.
Oh no! FIFA's rotating back up to the top. They are going to take back control of the point right now. FIFA, 4 seconds left to go. Recursion's got a resonate coming out for them. 3, 2, 1. FIFA will take that base.
They need backup a bit right now, but meanwhile, Hydroponics,
Argent Pass is going to go to Recursion in 10 seconds as well.
Goodness!
It's going to be a bit hairy for FIFA with 7 minutes or 8 minutes left to play in this game.
So this is tough right now for them because they need 2 3-point bases. Sure, you can cap them in 2 minute 20, but they're 3-point bases. That's the big issue right now.
Yeah.
Because forget going for the back bases, forget Argent Pass, forget Nexus Secure. That's not
big drops coming in to defend Hydroponics Compound from FIFA right now. They're going to go into Zigzag building and try to kill everything in it. Recursion's holding a little bit further back on point. They do have more population in this hex, so it wouldn't be surprised if I see Recursion push out to try and deal with this shortly. Air to ground? Nope. Oh, just a ditch Reaver to get in. Some more drops coming in from FIFA. A bit of a mismatch of logistics coming in, but whatever gets them to the point, and at least they're together for the most part. Recursion coming out of that door, just picking off a few FIFA guys, trying to make their way in. Beacons will go down.
Critical just slipping in the way, yeah.
And it's got a fast cap on it too. So there's a minute 52 to go on that base. And FIFA does have to defend Hydroponics Compound if they want to stay in this game, though.
FIFA trying to get rid of people onto this Zigzag building over here. They have a beacon on top the actual point building and onto this forward building over here, but Recursion seems to be holding strong into this forward building, making sure that any FIFA push is getting deterred. They have a Sunny in the backside over on that north wall, but it doesn't seem to be working out for FIFA as they're slowly getting pushed from the left and right. The crossfire over here is disgusting, but there are more drops coming on the roof. Let's see if they try to make a door 1 push over here.
Recursion is winning this fight by the looks of things. FIFA's just not dropping down together. They're trying their best, but they're just getting mopped up by this crossfire. It is worth noting at this point in the game that these Nexus bases are out of play. No one can capture them, so it's going to be all about this base trading. Bittergorge Garrison is not going to go through before Hydroponics.
We see the dubs push in the lower picture over here. FIFA trying to push in. They're slowly making their way through. Resonate's coming in for recursion, but they're not being dealt with well enough as they're getting shot in the back. They're not making sure that those resonates are or those revives are properly controlled. But FIFA coming in with more players are going to try and push into this.
Recursion coming in back through coming on the long door. They're coming through the long staircase from the flank, trying to come in from behind. Recursion's going to have to rotate to deal with this.
Ooh,
that door one push. That door one. Door one push really devastated that hold from Recursion because of that big wall and this powerhouse. It just makes it incredibly difficult to rotate.
I wonder how Bitter Gorge is doing right now, because that's kind of their win condition, or part of their win condition if FIFA wants to try and do something. And it has to be a fast cap. It cannot be a long cap if FIFA really want to do something.
Recursion still has a lot of people in this hex, so
Recursion has control right now.
FIFA's going to have to deal with the Recursion logistics before they can move on from here. Else they're going to be else Recursion's just going to flip that timer back in their favor, and they're going to be back to square one. That timer is getting pretty low. The situation's getting pretty dire for FIFA.
So right now, the problem right now is Satcom is pretty much out of play with how this timer is going to go. If FIFA want any chance at winning, it's going to have to be through Bitter Gorge and through the Granite Head from there. But again, it's looking very much impossible with the fact that they're both 3-point bases. And with the way they're training blows with Recursion here, and with how strong the Recursion infantry is, I think it's pretty safe to say that Recursion is going to win this.
Yeah, Recursion looking like they're in good control right now. FIFA's doing everything they can to stay in this fight. They are contesting here on Bittergorge Garrison, trying their best to flip this through. There is a couple of points flipped. Well, there's only 1 point flip now for FIFA, 2 points held by Recursion, and FIFA's got a few mismatch drops here and there to try and bring some more pop in. There's a Stealth Sunday, I don't know who that belongs to. Looks like that belongs to Recursion, yeah. They're going to
get destroyed, but
one more Desi. Needs one more Desi.
How much time is left on this alert? Because I know it's in the picture, but it's not very clear for me.
That there is about 3 minutes and 45 seconds left on.
Thank you very much, production crew. So 3 minutes 45. Yeah, I think it's pretty much safe to say that Recursion is going to win this. There's no way that they can fast cap Bitter Gorge and go to Granite Head in that time, even if they do manage to commit everyone in here.
But what counts is they're actually going to try it, and that's honorable. They're going to try and get this fast cap off on Bitter Gorge to lower this score differential, if anything, just to make themselves, feel better about it, I guess. But FIFA's going to fight to the end, as they always have. And there's 3 minutes left here, and Recursion took control from the beginning. FIFA did start to bounce back, and I thought we were going to see that base race happening, but we did not. Definitely something to ask about in the questions when we speak to the representatives from the teams after the game. So, right now, FIFA is flipping it with 4 minutes on this cap. It's not going to be enough time. They're going to have to get a fast cap if they want to take this point. They have some logistics in here. There's a FIFA Sundra down there. It's on fire. It just needs one more Decimator, and it's going to go down. There we go. Light Assault does the same job. Deals with it anyway. FIFA just doing everything they can to stay in the game here, but it's just not enough time left on that clock.
They're trying to fully flip all 3 points here. Apologies for that, but they don't seem to be committing enough pop to doing so. Recursion seem to have more pop in this hex, and with 2 minutes 23 seconds left on this, they really need the fast cap if they want to have this constellation prize as a base.
Recursion absolutely dominating, coming out right now to try and take on this FIFA hold on A point, and Recursion wants to win this. They want gold. They're going to win this, and they're going to want to see this out. Orbital Strike coming in from FIFA to try and deal with that. It's the last of the war assets. There's no point in saving it. They might as well use it. Put on some fireworks for the end of Outfit Wars. Go
out with a bang.
But Recursion, now with less than 2 minutes to play, Recursion has won Outfit Wars for Connery 2022. They're going to come away with the victory here, unless something drastic happens, which is never going to happen because there's not enough time on that clock. So we're going to see Recursion take the gold place here, and FIFA will be in silver, and that leaves Unity in bronze place because they won against Vikings.
A scam here. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
Divine
yeah.
Might is scam.
Yeah, oh no, we've gone back to the third. We've gone back to the third person. Just talking of the cam switching, excellent work from the production crew today. Shout out to everybody involved. That would be Verunda for being the director, making sure all the POVs are happening. He's been putting in a lot of work today, so everyone, thank Verunda in the chats. Claps for Verunda. Frederick's also in there today. Anna, Smelborp, and Infils as well. All helping
Don't take
making
Smellborg.
this. Okay,
Smellborg is
not
stupid.
okay. Well, that's your prerogative.
I think the chat will agree.
But yeah, so yeah, especially special shout out to everybody and anybody else who's helped make this season what it's been, and lots of people have put a lot of time into this. So it's been a good season, and Recursion are going to win out the last game of the season for Alpha Wars 2022. In saying that, what do you think about Nexus as a format? While we're just rounding the last sort of seconds of the game out here.
Nexus as a format is very interesting. This whole Outfit Wars in general, the whole way the matches were played is very interesting. I think for planning, it's been a little less stressful for outfit leads or leaders as a whole because you're not planning for like the 1v1v1 aspect where like in previous outfit wars where
And that's it. Recursion, sorry to
sometimes
interrupt you.
yeah,
Recursion's victorious, officially the
yeah,
gold champions. Carry on, sorry.
yeah, you're good, you're good. GG's to
GG's
Recursion.
Recursion.
Gold outfit war winners on Connery. Yep, very solid play from them all around. Commiserations to
Absolutely.
FIFA, of course. But yeah, the 1v1v1 aspect earlier on is like sometimes it feels like the match is not really in your hands if you try to win. And sure, people will say it does reflect how PlanetSide is truly played, but in my opinion, it doesn't really allow you to know if your team is stronger than the other
Yeah,
two
and
teams
I'd agree with
sometimes.
you completely. There is a competitive format. I think that's the thing. I think we'll hop over to TeamSpeak now and talk to a couple of team representatives about that
Yeah.
game. I'm just going to mute myself. What a game! What a game! Sales here. I can't. My screen's not big enough to see all the people here.
Holy Sale from Recursion's here. Yeah, I think we're still
Congratulations,
waiting for someone
Sale,
from FIFA.
on the victory there. You played a dominating game. It was always a pleasure to watch you guys play, and you got good coverage of it too. So absolutely amazing game. Congratulations on the victory. You've got the gold on Connery, so makes up for the loss earlier against the Goblins.
That was always the plan. Wait for the merger, and then I've got the gold banner too, Gobs.
GG's Sale. I didn't get the chance to tell you earlier on, but yeah, well played match on the Emerald game, and now well played match over here as well. Finally getting a gold and making sure that Connery wins and always stays winning.
Yeah, we're just waiting, I think, for Tand or someone from FIFA. If you want to head over to the PSB TeamSpeak so we can ask a few questions. We'll ask a few questions each. I'll let Eternal lead the questions for Recursion.
Yeah.
While Recursion rep here, we might as well open up with that. So yeah, congratulations to victors. Recursion of the goal match today. Eternal's got some questions for Sale.
Yeah, I certainly do. So Sale, having played fully in two servers, having gone to the full distance in both servers and committing pretty heavily, I've seen like quite a bit of staff on both teams that have the same players. How has burnout been in general for you guys?
It's definitely there. I think the hard part was, them pushing. They had to push it back. It wasn't ready, and we had the hitching problem. So I'm glad they pushed it
Yeah.
back. But it was like was supposed to be a couple month campaign was like 7-8 months from the and
Yeah.
it's been an endurance test for sure. But we've got a very strong amount of players, so we actually have some players that didn't play the first half and burnt out and played the second. It's definitely there, but it was fun matches, fun to play Planet Side at 48-48. So
Yeah, it was fun this time around. If you were to compare this iteration of Outfit Wars compared to previous iterations where it was 1v1v1, you think planning? I thought that planning
User
was
was moved to
simpler
your
this time
channel.
around. I wonder what your thoughts were on it.
Well, I think that we learned a lot, about the format. I think you have construction players or something, you had to kick them out, or whatever we
Right.
had to do. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a different kind of
User was moved to
complexity.
your channel.
Because of Lane Smash, I think the community was already pretty dialed into a meta. So I would say that this Desolation, I think probably nobody had the right formula for that yet. So I think it's different, very precise. Like, look at the goblins, it's like they play for like the last 25 seconds. That's so precise, in the planning phase for some of those pushes. So
Right. It is a sort of experience that a lot of players have had. Everyone is in fact calling it like double lane smash, where the format does resemble lane smash completely. It is fair to say, barring that there are no banned weapons or logistics, etc. And you do have the Alpha Wars resources and that. I'd like to welcome Nikom and Tadbink with us, who have from the FIFA side, who have joined us in the middle of that. Commiserations to you guys, but congrats on the second place over in Alpha Wars. Thinking about this, what did you think went wrong in this match for you guys?
I think we were a little bit too slow on rotations that first Granite Head fight. I think we take Granite Head fight goes a little bit more to plan, and we take Granite Head, and I think it's a bit of a closer game because Granite Head just opens up so many avenues. It's no secret. Everyone knows it. Everyone plays for it. I had a certain strategy planned for it as well that went wrong. That I'm a little upset with myself about because it's something I screwed up on, but that's not here nor there right now. I'm just very, very proud of everyone for sticking in it and keeping the fight going the entire match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it is tough to see that. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I just want to say well done to you guys. I've sort of been following you guys for a while, and being in Sammy, we've practiced together. So to watch you guys go all this way, I'm proud of you guys too. So well done, and obviously, silver position's not bad at all. Yeah, I mean, looking at that, obviously your rotations you said are a little bit slower. Was that due to like a little bit of logistical constraints and getting people in Galaxies and Valkyries, because we saw a few sort of 1 or 2 man drops happening?
It was some logistical constraints with specifically ground vehicles. We wanted to win ground vehicle control in Granite Head, and we were a bit too slow getting repulls back in there. I think it was a bit of miscommunication. It was a bit of just poor play on the initial insert, that kind of stuff. But before I say anything else, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone on my team for sticking through the entire season, sticking through this entire match. They mean the world to me. They really came through clutch so many times, and the team would be nothing without them. I'm really thankful to them for putting their trust in me to lead the team. And I also want to say a big thank you to everyone on Connery who's given me support throughout this season and going into this match. Sorry I let you down, but thank you very much for
didn't let
putting support
down.
in me.
You played a great tournament, both of you guys.
It was an
full
admiral
ground rotation.
showing.
Yes.
I wanted to pick your brain on something, Tan. That it didn't come to your mind at all to maybe after that Argent Pass take, you didn't think maybe about committing, like doing a last minute gambit and trying for the alpha base? That
I
didn't
have
get
never
across your mind?
seen a warp gate race end in anything but like total failure. And if there's one domain that I can say for certain that this team is far weaker than Recursion and its infantry. We have some very good infantry players, but just the average skill is not on par with Recursion, and that's understandable. We've come a long way. We've gotten a lot better. I'm really proud of the progress that our infantry teams have made. But Recursion's been doing this for years, and they have players who have been top of the server, top in the game for years and years and years. So it's hard to build to that level. So trying to fight them in their strongest domain as the gamble would only guarantee that we would lose in a warp gate, and I would much rather go down fighting than throw. I honestly I would consider a warp gate base race there as a throw, in my opinion. That was my thought process.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't have too much in the way else to ask. It was a pretty clear-cut game. Recursion started really strong. FIFA tried to come back in the middle there, and Recursion just put the final nail in the coffin and to end the game out. But at the end of the day, that is all for Outfit Wars. Unless you had anything else to ask, Eternal.
No. Any closing thoughts from
Yeah.
both teams? Maybe we can start with Sale.
We'll go to Sale.
Just
Yeah.
want to give FIFA a good game and represent Connery. We came out there, with anger in our hearts, trying to get the honor we lost back. So, and we wanted the warp gate. We did everything we possibly could to get it, and FIFA said, not today.
Absolutely.
Very good effort.
And my congratulations to you, Sale, and everyone on your team. As always, always a pleasure fighting against Recursion wherever it may be, live, Outfit Wars. Let Menace know. Let Menace know that I'm looking forward to the next Infantry Open season.
Oh, we have Welder over here. Hello, Welder.
Hi, Welder.
We just want to hear some thoughts from
everyone.
Nikon before we hear from Mr. Welder. Haven't heard from Nikon. Have you got any thoughts there, Nikon?
I mean, thoughts? Not really. I'm Galaxy main airhead boy. I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who, came out for air for FIFA specifically, because I am the only native airhead that we have, and it means a lot that we were able to consistently have a good showing in that, and it means a lot to me specifically. Same with Armor, and I'm sure most of the pilots in Recursion, if they weren't officially part of Recursion going into the season, would like to hear the same, that we all appreciate you guys coming out to play.
Absolutely. And Welder's just joined us. Have you got any thoughts about the game, about the season, just to close it off, kind of thing?
Oh, I just came in to say GG, good game.
Well, that's short and
Show
sweet.
my respects. Yeah.
Hell
We
yeah.
love that. Love a good sportsman. But that really brings us to the end of the Outfit Wars 2022 season coverage, and that's it until the next time. The next tournament coming up is probably going to be Lane Smash, unless there's some infantry stuff happening which I don't know about. But thanks to everybody who's made this happen. Verunda, everyone in PSB who's been a camera operator, been a streamer, been a caster. Thanks for making this season what it's been. It's been great. But from me, Zulfur, and Eternal, that's all. Thanks for watching. See you later.
Have a good one,
Bye-bye.
guys. Later.
User disconnected from your channel. User